In Premium Rush, a bike messenger picks up an envelope that attracts the interest of a dirty cop who pursues the cyclist throughout the city.
Hello? Wiley?
I got a package for you.
90 minutes, Premium Rush.
Hey, that envelope you picked up, I gotta ask for it back. Who are you? Not your problem.
Yeah, the thing is, once it goes in the bag, it's gotta stay in the bag.
You got a name, family, people who care if they see you again?
Who are you, man?
No!
Wiley, tell me where you are.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt and Michael Shannon are two of my favorite actors, so needless to say, I was really looking forward to Premium Rush. It looked like just a simple, fun movie, and I didn't expect it to be anything incredible or, an amazing story or anything like that. It just looked like a blast, and I'm very happy to report that it is a lot of fun. And it's also not an amazing movie, but it still is fun. If you go into this movie expecting some kind of incredible, deep plot, you're setting yourself up for defeat, because nothing suggests that this is anything other than a bicycle movie with a plot, rather than a great story with some bicycles in it. And that's exactly what it is. It's primarily a bike stunt movie, chase movie. They just wanted to have fun with bikes, I guess. And then there is a plot to string it all together, but, it's nothing groundbreaking, it's nothing important, it's nothing too engaging. It's really all about the visuals in this. Not to put down the story, I didn't think it was bad, I just didn't think it was anything amazing, that's for sure. But I was expecting Premium Rush to be fun, and it was fun, so I got what I wanted. Let's get a little bit more in-depth with Premium Rush, starting with the plot. Like I said, the plot is really there just to keep the movie a movie, to string it together, but it's really more about all of the bicycle stunts, bicycle chases, cool bicycle shots. There's a lot of cool stuff. I'll talk about the visuals in a moment, but yeah, as far as the plot goes, I thought it was okay. It definitely didn't have me on the edge of my seat or anything. I wasn't like, what's gonna happen next? Oh my god. It was, somewhat predictable. I could have assumed what was gonna happen in a lot of cases. There are some little surprises, but overall, it definitely didn't surprise me. And I will say that the whole aspect of the ticket, like why the movie exists, why Michael Shannon is trying to get Joseph Gordon-Levitt, that whole deal, I was confused on that for a while until it was explained enough for me to understand what was going on. I didn't know if it was something that was foreign or something that was so underground I'd never heard of it before. I just didn't know what it was. I understand now, but at the time I was confused. Directing-wise, I thought that the movie was done very well in the sense of it being fun. Like I said, that's what I was expecting and that's what I wanted. And the movie is definitely a lot of fun. There's some really cool chase scenes on bikes. There's some cool stunts and stuff. And I definitely loved the visual aspects of almost like a choose-your-own-adventure that Joseph Gordon-Levitt's character goes through, where he kind of goes into slow-mo mode, looks, the path this way will lead to him getting hit by a truck, the path this way will lead to him knocking into a pedestrian, this is the way to go on the bike. And I thought that was a lot of fun, happens a couple times. I also really loved the Google Maps aspect of it, where it would show the map and then it would go above the city and kind of, move around through the city. I thought all of that stuff was really cool. It was definitely interesting and visually a lot of fun. I will say that some of it got a little bit repetitive because it's like, they're just chasing each other on bikes. It's gonna be repetitive, I guess. So I wish there had been a little bit more interesting stuff. There was plenty of fun and interesting stuff, but it did get to be a little bit, okay, we saw that shot already. Give me something else. And the only reason I bring that up is because, like I've said, it's not about the plot. It's really more about the visuals, what you're seeing, the bike chases, the bike stunts. So the fact that there was not as much variety as I would have hoped for, even though there was plenty of good stuff, is just something that I think is worth bringing up. And acting-wise, like I said, I love Joseph Gordon-Levitt. I love Michael Shannon, and they didn't disappoint. I thought they were great. Joseph Gordon-Levitt was his usual self. Michael Shannon, I thought, was hysterical. He had this crazy laugh. I'm not going to try to reproduce it. I don't know if this is actual laugh. I hope not, because it's crazy. But yeah, I thought that he was great. He had some really funny stuff. He complained about the word douchebag and the term suck it, and I thought that was very funny. But overall, I thought they were great. I thought the rest of the cast was great as well. Nothing specific I want to go into. I thought they were all fine. But I will say that it seems, and I don't know if this is true, I guess it could be easy to look up, but, if it is true, I think that there were a lot of actual real New York City bike messengers in this movie, and the reason I assume that is because I saw the premiere, actually, of this movie. I went to the New York City premiere, and there were a ton of bike messengers, bicyclists, whatever, that were invited to the premiere and that were in the crowd cheering whenever a lot of them came on screen. So I guess they're friends with them and stuff, and if that's the case, that is absolutely awesome. They also cheered at a lot of different things in the movie, such as, like, different phrases and sayings, and the fact that Joseph Gordon-Levitt had no brakes. They cheered at that stuff, so this seems to be, like, the movie for bike messengers. This is the official bike messenger movie, which is great. I think that's awesome. And I'd also like to say, this is not a spoiler, spoiler at all, but at the end, during the credits, they showed the clip I was praying they would show of Joseph Gordon-Levitt after he actually got hurt. I think he filmed a cell phone video, and I remember seeing it on Twitter or something that he posted, and I thought it was great that they put it in the credits. I was really hoping that they would, and they did. But overall, I really had a fun time with Premium Rush. I didn't think it was anything phenomenal or anything amazing. I just had a lot of fun with it, and that's what I wanted, that's what I was expecting, so I was happy with Premium Rush. So let me know in the comments what you thought of Premium Rush. Were you expecting more? Were you expecting less? What did you think of the visual elements of the Google Maps and the sort of choose your own adventure thing? What did you think of the acting? What did you think of all the bike chases? Are you a bike messenger? Are you a bicyclist? Is this accurate? Let me know anything that you want about Premium Rush, and that's pretty much it.
Sometimes we gotta hit back.